I want to say one more thing rather explosively. 3 people told me off record. 2 people who have this in a written communication from Charlie. One who is a Turning Point USA donor, and I would say very much one of the white knights in this. The very day before Charlie Kirk died, he expressed that he thought he was going to be killed. He told these people, I think they're going to kill me. Okay? He did not express that to me. So I am telling you this based off the testimony of 3 people. And I am saying this because I hope that these people who I think are good will be inspired to come forward with that. Now, again, those conversations I had were off record. I honor that. If I say it's off record, it stays off record. But I'm hoping that watching what I am doing and feeling the energy that is rising across the world for people who want to know what the heck happened on 9/10, that, you know, they will be brave and they will say, yeah, Charlie did the day before he died think that he was going to be killed, and maybe tell us, who is they? Well, for once and for all, who is they? Who is the they that... he thought were going to kill him. I'm uncomfortable with the fact that despite all of the friends that Charlie Kirk made, all the schmoozing that he did, presidents, right, department heads, I am the only person that is publicly demanding further investigation into his assassination. Why? It's totally...
All right, so I fixed it. Can y'all hear me now? Put a 1 in the chat, y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat, y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat, y'all can hear me. We good, we good, we good, we good, we good. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got sound, we got audio. Put a 1 in the chat, y'all can hear me. All right, cool.
Really rubbing me the wrong way. Something's not right here. Even Turning Point USA, they're just like, we've accepted. Obviously, there are holes in this narrative, and they're just like, we're gonna just keep up his show. What is going on? Actually, I'm just waiting for everybody to like join me. Where are Charlie's homies at? Why are you guys all silent? Something's not right. I know it's not right. Okay. We don't know now, but we know.
And what I said earlier, until I realized my mic wasn't on, we must protect this woman. So drop heart emojis in the chat, because we have to give as much love to Candace Owens as we possibly can. And not one person think that what we do over here does not affect Candace over there. Candace, just like everybody else, is watching everybody else's content. And sometimes when you start to fear anything happening, the first thing you start to look for is some type of reassurance, some type of confirmation that you're doing the right thing. Because y'all already know, sometimes you do something and you're like, damn, am I going too far? Am I like barking up the wrong tree? Am I wrong? So what we need to do over here is to let Candace know that she is doing God's work, and she has to keep going. So drop heart emojis in the chat for Candace Owens. I promise you, she has watched my content before, because she has used some of my verbiage in her content. And it's not about me. It's the fact that Candace is possibly watching this live stream right now. So say what you want to say, give her some reassurance, let her know that you got her back. We all have her back, and drop heart emojis in the chat for Candace Owens, because this warfare is scary when you're on this side. And I'm not Candace, but I have had some threats, and I'm not saying death threats, but I've had some threats for my channel to get demonetized and all these different things. So I have a little bit of the fear that Candace may have, but since she's closer to all of this, I'm sure it's way hotter over there than it is over here. So drop heart emojis for Candace to let her know that we got her back and we support her 100%.
You know, we don't know, but we know. And soon we're going to know. I believe that people within that company betrayed Charlie. Okay. That's just what I believe right now. And I want to make sure that I have these facts entirely on my side before I tell you guys more. I will say, if you are a rat on a ship, you should probably flee now. I went ahead this week and sent around a life insurance policy of sorts, a package rather, to people that I trust, a package filled with text messages, emails, private communications, videos, and private legal documents. So if anything happens to me, you guys will know exactly who it is that has been making my life a living hell over the past couple of years. People that are trying to bankrupt me, trying to bankrupt me and my family, that are threatening us to sue.
Y'all see that? She is really going through it. You may see her on this high horse and with all these views or whatever. Sometimes you may not realize like how much a person is tormented by outside forces when they get to that point. So yes, she makes a lot of money. She gets a lot of views. She has a lot of notoriety. But what comes with that may be something that none of us want to ever see. So let me back this up because I just want y'all to understand Candace's pain. And I'm about to explain why we're talking about Candace Owens in particular.
Over the past couple of years, people that are trying to bankrupt me, trying to bankrupt me and my family, that are threatening us to sue us. Everything that Kanye said was so real. Okay. I'm now at that point where you look back and you go, man, Kanye was right. He was really saying something about what it takes to leave, you know, to fight for custody of your own soul. Just leave me alone. Let me say what I believe and you say what you believe. Fight.
That part right there, when you have to fight for custody of your own soul.
Fair. Why do you always have to make this threat to bankrupt people? And I want you to know that those people, if anything happens to me, they have my explicit permission to release it all, detonate it all, expose all of these people in politics and in the movement who behave like this behind the scenes.
So the reason why we are here is because Candace Owens, I say about a few hours ago, tweeted, because you know, a lot of us have been waiting for Candace to come back online, and she was on a 10-day vacation. So shout out to her for enjoying her family and just being on vacation. But she sent out this ominous tweet, this ominous tweet that scared the hell out of me. She said, don't worry about the gag order in the Charlie case. Now, a lot of you may say, gag order? Why is there a gag order? There is no lawsuit. There's no. So I have no idea what this is, but I'm just going by what she is saying. But she said, don't worry about this gag order in the Charlie Kirk case. I plan to violate it, which means she, in some type of way, is under the gag order. I plan to violate it on the world's behalf. The things I've discovered in this past week, which means she just found out some new stuff, is going to burn the entire house down. Yes, Charlie was betrayed by everybody. So literally, the majority of the things that we've been talking about over here, according to what I'm seeing here, is true. Some of y'all may say, yo, you're going too hard on this person. You're going too hard on that person, whether it's Phil Lyman or whether it's Erika Kirk or whether it's his idiotic security force. In my opinion, I think they all had something to do with it, but I don't know. I'm just a person. I don't know nothing. So don't sue me. Don't give me no gag order because I don't know nothing. But at the end of the day, it seems like a lot of the things that we've been talking about over here have been true. So let's get to it. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you're at.
Episode 32. 32. You're so lucky.
Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Spam the chat with your city. Spam the chat with your city. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at.
Episode 32. 32. You're so lucky to have Donald. So it's not necessary. No camera. My husband just was not materialistic and to die free. It's the greatest victory. Yeah, Okay, I have a message. This is very intense. Do you get OSHA? Gavin Newsom at all?
Oh dear, for all of you still trying to blame the left, trying to blame Muslims, praying that it's nothing to do with a foreign entity. Look what we have here. So the NSA, the American NSA, detected 12 Israeli cell phones at Charlie Kirk's assassination.
Uh-oh. Why were 12 people from IHOP at this school? Does anybody know? 12? Forget about one. Why was one there? But 12? Hey, I don't know if this woman is telling the truth. I don't know nothing. I'm just sharing information. Actually, I don't even agree with this woman. I don't know who this woman is, and I don't know how this woman showed up on my live stream because I don't want to get sued. So this woman is not telling the truth. I'm just going to put it out there like that because I don't want to get sued. But according to this woman, this random woman that I've never met in my life, she said 12 cell phones from IHOP pinged in that vicinity of where Charlie Kirk died. Why were they in Utah out of all places?
Pray tell me, why would 12 Israelis be at a college campus watching a talk between Charlie Kirk and some college students? Riddle me that. And apparently the administration is very, very rattled. So am I. And so should you be. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the follow button because this is my second account and I will be posting more on here. Tonight, you're going to get lots of short bursts.
So right here, let's just get
Presidency is over. He's secretly panicking right now, sweating bullets in the White House because one wrong move and his entire presidency crumbles. He's fighting tooth and nail to keep this government shutdown grinding on, not because of some Democrat plot, but to block the swearing in of one newly elected House Democrat, Adelita Grijalva from Arizona. She won her special election fair and square 2 weeks ago, flipping a key seat blue. But Speaker Mike Johnson, he's stonewalling her. He fast-tracked 2 Republican freshmen, but Grijalva, he's not swearing her in, because if she gets sworn in, she's the 218th signature on that bipartisan discharge petition forcing the full release of the Epstein files. Unredacted. No more hiding. His name is all over it. 14 phone calls to Epstein, Mar-a-Lago parties arm in arm with Ghislaine Maxwell, witnesses who've called him out, and if Democrats would ram through impeachment with smoking gun evidence, and suddenly, Republicans who've stuck by him through everything, they bail, they betray him. There will be enough votes to convict him in the Senate and remove him from office. Then, straight to federal trial, conviction, and prison bars slamming shut.
Sorry, I'm muted. Here's the thing that I want y'all to understand, though. It wouldn't make a difference. They were running the country when Biden was in office. So Trump is not the actual enemy because the Epstein files weren't released when Biden was in office also. So regardless of who is in office, it's not going to make a damn difference. So just keep that in mind. And I'm not for Trump. I think Trump is an idiot, but at the same time, I'm definitely not for Biden or Kamala. I think all three of them are idiots. So I just need to put that out there. So whether Trump is in office or not, ain't gonna make no difference.
His regime doesn't just fall, it implodes, and he's left staring down a life sentence. That's how terrified he is right now. Republicans are willing to torch everything to bury these files. Federal workers are missing paychecks for weeks. Families on the brink, national parks locked down, veterans' benefits are stalled. Real lives are being ruined in this shutdown chaos. They're gutting agencies with mass Project 2025 layoffs, slashing regs, even eyeing military deployments to Democrat-led cities for crackdowns. All to buy time. Here's the truth that they can't spin forever.
Exactly. Always remember, 2 wings, 1 bird. Whether it's the right wing or the left wing, it's the same damn bird. That is a fact.
Folks, Republicans run the House, Senate, White House, and Supreme Court. They control all of it. If they wanted the government to open, they'd do it in a heartbeat. They'd do it tomorrow. That Democrats want healthcare for illegals excuse, it's crumbling because people are starting to see through the BS.
Charlie's wife is coming to signature and they're bringing a car over here for her right now.
Charlie's wife is coming to land at signature, you said?
Sir.
So this when Charlie Kirk was first pronounced dead.
And Jesse's going to go to Duncan right now and pick up a car for her.
Okay, I'm a little confused because that's what Corey just said. They said they're landing at Duncan, so I don't know where they're landing, but we will just kind of play it by ear, I guess, best that we can.
And I want to say this. There's a lot of other people on YouTube along with me, along with Candace, because I don't know what Candace is going through, but she has a gag order on her. But there's a lot of us that have been covering this whole Charlie Kirk situation, and we have been dealing with our own personal issues from other entities. And some of y'all already know that I have been getting demonetized left and right, and they're just knocking out one video at a time, like bow, bow. It'll just be random, yellows instead of greens on my videos. So there are entities, multiple entities, trying to get us to stop talking about Charlie Kirk. So if you are here to help me find out exactly what's going on, well, let me change that. If you're here to help us, because you already know we are the Scooby-Doo mystery team. If you are here to help us try to figure out what's actually going on, support this mission by dropping a Cash App. Cash App is scrolling across the bottom of the screen, which is Cash App $AARON 1000. AARON 1000. If you want to support what we're doing over here. Shout out to the Scooby-Doo mystery team. When I say we are literally moving and exchanging information 24/7, we literally have 3 group chats going like simultaneously 24/7. Drop paw prints in the chat if you are part of the Scooby-Doo mystery team. Drop paw prints in the chat if you are part of the Scooby-Doo mystery team. It is crazy. I wake up every morning to they've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning, just going. So we are diligently trying to figure out how to solve this freaking case. Drop paw prints if you are in the Scooby-Doo mystery team. But like I said, if you want to help or support us, drop a super chat, drop a Cash App. Cash App is $AARON 1000. It will be greatly appreciated because it doesn't pay a lot of money investigating this case, to be honest with you, because of the demonetization.
So I did do the request. They emailed me back. He did not go in for an autopsy. The death certificate was signed by the doctor at the hospital.
Oh, okay. Can you just do a field clip documenting that?
I'm sorry, 10-9?
Can you just add a step to the case documenting that there was no autopsy?
And 287 off the clear the hospital.
I need an officer at Timpanogos Hospital to come stage in the emergency room bay.
Jesse just told me that he just got on the phone and Charlie's wife is coming to signature and they're bringing a car over here for her right now.
Charlie's wife is coming to land at signature, you said?
Sir. And Jesse's going to go to Duncan right now and pick up a car for her.
Okay, I'm a little confused because that's what Corey just said. They said they're landing at Duncan, so I don't know where they're landing, but we will just kind kind of play it by ear, I guess, best that we can.
So I did do the request. They emailed me back. He did not go in for an autopsy. The death certificate was signed by the doctor at the hospital.
Y'all hear that, right? Just in case y'all missed this, y'all hear that. There was no autopsy done. Everything that you've heard was a lie, and I have proof. And I've shared the proof last week. So you hear right there, there was no autopsy done. One more time.
I don't know where they're landing, but we will just kind of play it by ear, I guess, best that we can.
So I did do the request. They emailed me back. He did not go in for an autopsy. The death certificate was signed by the doctor at the hospital.
Oh, okay. Can you just do a field clip documenting that?
I'm sorry, 10-9?
Can you just add a step to the case documenting that there was no autopsy? And
287 off the clear the hospital.
And even Candace was told by a fake doctor at this hospital that Charlie Kirk was brought to, and they literally told her, oh yeah, he has bones of steel and all this stupid mess. But I have proof that I shared last time about how they weren't even supposed to take him to that hospital, and IHOP sent them to that hospital in Utah. I'll say it again. Allegedly, IHOP sent the security team to that particular hospital. There was a hospital that was closer, but they went past that hospital in order to go to this IHOP hospital. And I'll show y'all proof if y'all want it, if y'all didn't see it last time.
I need an officer at Timpanogos Hospital to come stage in the emergency room bay.
Yes, he just told me that he just got off the phone and Charlie's wife is coming to signature and they're bringing a car over here for a treatment.
Charlie's wife is...
So let's play a game. I'm going to back this up. Let's play a game. These are all of the people that are trapped in APAC. Watch this. So let's do this. I'm going to play this over again, and I'm just going to stop it randomly since there's so many people on this list, and we're going to call out these idiots. Watch this. I'm just going to randomly hit pause, and we're just going to catch them. All right. This person is named Gary Connolly. He got 134,000. Tim Kaine, he got 600,000. Wesley Hunt, 152,000. Tony Gonzalez, whoa, he got 1.8 million. Damn. All right, Jake Elzy, 118,000. Oh, Tim Burchett, he ain't getting no money. He got $23,000. Poor Tim Burchett. Mike Kelly, 111,000. And these are all of the people that are over us, making decisions for us, that are getting paid by them. So think about that. They are paying them to run us and tell us what to do and tell us what not to do. All these puppets. This is absolutely disgusting. Sheldon Whitehouse, $600,000. Stephanie Bice, 56. David Taylor, 20. And there's so many freaking people on here. This thing is going so fast. Look how fast it's going. Richie Torres, $1.4 million. Let me see what the bottom says. Let's see. Independent expenditures and campaign donations. Nick Lolota, 156,000 received from the pro IHOP lobby. Rob Menendez, that's crazy. We got a representative named Menendez, $325,000. Yo, a lot of these people are getting so short. If I found out I gotta kiss IHOP's ass and I only got $20,000 when some other dude got $2 million, I'm gonna be a little upset. Uh-oh. This is absolutely nuts. What happened?
And is contracted with the U.S. government.
And
we haven't.
Hold
on.
Dunking right now.
Sorry, y'all. I messed something up. I hit the wrong button.
Stage in the emergency.
Tammy, 700,000. Tim, 600. See, Henry Collier, caller, $2 million. Independent expenditures and campaign donations. If one person is getting paid $2 million and I'm only getting paid $20,000, I will feel like a real dummy. 134, 137, 880, 30. You this old, Keith, and you only getting paid $36,000? Go drive for Uber, Keith. Goddamn, $36,000 to kiss their ass. 97,000. Well, look at these losers. Diana is only getting paid $25,000 freaking dollars. You dumb broad. 322. Okay, that's modest. Okay, that's modest ass kissing money. 262. Yeah. 431,000. Okay. All right, John. All right. Shout out to John to kiss ass. Okay, he getting 400. Okay. 70. Come on, ma'am. This shit is crazy, y'all. Look at this shit. 14,000. A dude is getting paid 14,000 to kiss ass. Oh my God. $10,000. Brad, you are an idiot. This man is getting $10,000, y'all. What are you doing? You idiot. Shit's crazy. There's a lot of brokies on this damn list. Look, his old ass getting $25,000. If you're gonna give me $25,000 to kiss somebody's ass, I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Then he's old as hell. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. This shit is sad. All right, so let's move on. This shit is sad, but it's so many people that are getting bribed by IHOP. It's absolutely disgusting. And they're getting bribed. Well, some of them, shout out to Sharice. She getting 200 bands. I just seen somebody got 30. This loser got 40. There's so many on here. It's crazy.
We have decades worth of my husband's voice. We have unused material from speeches that he's had that no one has heard yet.
Awesome. But there are also camera angles that we haven't seen yet. So since you're in a festive mood of releasing content that nobody's seen or heard, release that. There are 4 different cameras that were mysteriously removed when Charlie Kirk passed away. Release that footage, ma'am. Make the released footage a podcast. How about you do that? How about you give this guy a podcast? Because this is the person that all of us want to hear from, not Charlie Kirk. We want to hear from this guy. Give him a podcast.
And quickly remove the SD cards that you guys had something to do with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and you quite literally have footage that in theory should vindicate yourself. Why wouldn't you release it? Think about that.
And right here, the same guy that was removing SD cards and all this shit, it's the same guy taking a picture with the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance. Why the hell is a damn cameraman hanging out with the Vice President of the United States? Because he's the actual hero out of everybody. He's the one who put the air-actuated pellet discharger in his shirt that actually, boop, got rid of Charlie. That's the first thing. And he's the one who hid the SD cards. So in my opinion, and I don't want nobody to sue me, the cameraman is the one who got him out of here. That's the reason why a cameraman is hanging out with the Vice President of the United States, because he's the actual hero.
Sure that there was enough content. Always.
He made sure we recorded everything.
Everything.
He would not do a speech unless we could get the video and the
100%. So we have speeches that no one's heard of.
Angles with Charlie Kirk's death that nobody's seen that would actually solve the murder.
We have interviews that no one's heard of. We have stuff from Korea.
Do you have deaths that nobody's heard of? Do you have unalivings that nobody's seen? Do you have that? How about you come up with the unaliving podcast? How about that? How about how we set up Charlie Kirk podcast? Yo, y'all drop a podcast name in the chat that you think Erika Kirk and her new boyfriend needs to be coming up with. Let's think of some names for her new podcast. We set up Charlie podcast. It wasn't us podcast. It was a cameraman podcast. The betrayal podcast. You know what I'm saying? Give me a name of their stupid ass podcast that they would name by showing the other angles of when Charlie Kirk was popped. Only in my Romania podcast, Satan's podcast. So I said Satan's podcast. Golly.
In Japan that no one's heard of.
Podcast.
So, I mean, in the words of my husband, buckle up.
It feels a little fake and gay. Gotta tell you guys, it feels a little fake and gay, and there will be no fakeness and no gayness in this investment.
How about the Truman Show 2025 podcast? The new Truman Show podcast. The Charlie Kirk Show podcast. Well, that's the name of the Charlie Kirk Show.
Fail in due time.
I am so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited that he's not here anymore to turn down IHOP's $1 million payments.
Oh.
Look, that's their new rollout. They're coming out with an album, and then they're gonna tour off the album. These are the features on the album. Did y'all know they're coming out with an album? Y'all don't know Erika Kirk can rap? They're coming out with an album, and then this is their tour that they're gonna push the album. Y'all didn't know Erika Kirk knows how to rap? This is their album. It's Erika Kirk featuring J.D. Vance, and the two people in the middle are actually, get this, Donald Trump's kids. Donald Trump's kids are going to be on the album.
I really can't believe I'm filming this video right now. I wasn't going to make this video, but it turns out that Candace Owens has a...
Yo, this is it. This is the podcast. Yo, this is the podcast name right here. Yo, shout out to AJ Flim. Oh my God. We Know What You Did Last Month podcast. Yo, that takes the cake. That was hilarious. Yo, shout out to We Know What You Did Last Month podcast is absolutely hilarious. Then read the rest of the super chat. Shout out to Lenora. Please keep going what you're doing. You are the best. Oh, thank you, Lenora. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Has a sniper been caught and arraigned? There was no sniper. So I guess so, if you want to call the person a sniper, but it wasn't a sniper. Erika the Stallion is hilarious. All right, let's keep going. Y'all are hilarious with these names.
The gag order and can't speak at all. And I got banned on Reddit again yesterday because I posted this conspiracy theory about Charlie on Reddit. His name's Rick Cutler. He is a retired police officer and an expert on special weapons and how to fake events, and how to fake events, and how to fake events. He is head of military training in Guatemala and is contracted with the U.S. government. What are the odds that the guy that appears to shoot Charlie Kirk is also ex-Israeli military? And what are the odds when I go to talk about this on the internet, it all gets taken down? There's not much on the internet left. It's all getting scrubbed. But if you ask Rock who Rick Cutler is, it says, is a retired police officer from Irving, Texas with 29 years of experience who moved to Guatemala after retiring in 2019 for missionary and training work. He was present at the September 10th, 2025 event where Charlie Kirk was assassinated by Tyler Robinson. Online theories speculate his involvement due to the video footage, but official investigations name Robinson as the sole suspect and no other charges against Cutler. And then somebody asked Rock, can you elaborate on the theories you're referring to? And says theories claim video footage Cutler palming a concealed barrel, like a CIA-style palm gun from his hip case, with his hand jerking in recoil as a bullet bows, shock appears in midair from his position. Proponents argue that security roles enabled a point-blank betrayal, citing scrubbed online traces and Guatemala training as a deep state cover-up tied to Charlie Kirk's anti-establishment view. Yet, official ballistics attribute the fatal wound to Tyler Robinson's distant rifle shot with a .30-06, by the way, which would have incinerated Charlie, dismissing Cutler as a bystander with no forensics links or charges. And everything is getting scrubbed right now, guys. I posted this video on Reddit. It gets me banned. Candace Owens can't speak, and Nick doesn't believe any of the conspiracies. As for Candace Owens, I think she knows too much. I think her life is in danger, and she's currently not allowed to speak about anything involving the Charlie Kirk incident, and if she does, she'll go to prison. I don't know if you guys know that, but Candace Owens literally has her mouth sewn shut at the moment. Do I expect her to respect the gag order? For now. I think eventually she's going to start talking. But I think she's going to have definitive proof at that point, where it can't be disputed. I'm sure she's already consulting with lawyers to the point where she can speak again. But at the end of the day, we really don't know what's going to happen here with Candace.
All right, y'all. Y'all already know I usually say hit the like button, hit the like button. I have not said hit the like button. And guess what? Y'all have not hit the like button. So is what, 1,600 people, 1,700 people in here? Can I get everybody to hit the like button? Because some of y'all may say, hey, why are you telling me to hit the like button? I just came in here. Cool. You've been in here for a good 30, 45 minutes. Have I earned your like? Yes or no in the chat. Have I earned you hitting the like button? Have I earned your hitting of the like button? So if y'all can hit the like button, we'll be at 1,700 likes in the next 10 seconds. So can everybody hit the like button, please? And thank you in advance. And thank you for the super chats. And if you want to support the channel, also drop a Cash App. I'll be reading the Cash Apps in a minute, and my Cash App is $AARN 1000. Cynthia, Charlie Resurrection Podcast. That's the Jesus Podcast. If Charlie Kirk comes back like he's some Jesus, I'm gonna go crazy. All right. So this right here is an example of how they are trying to silence all of us. Watch this. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody, please hit the like button.
For us, it is not good to consume. So
let me back it up a little bit.
this is not good for us. It is not good to consume. Social media is a cancer on our society right now. And I would encourage people to log off, turn off, touch grass, hug a family member, go out and do good in your community. We have seen an escalation in violence that has been happening across the country. We've had periods like this in our past history. I've mentioned before in the late 60s and early 70s, certainly we saw these types of high profile political assassinations, another dark time in our history. And I can't emphasize enough the damage that social media and the internet is doing to all of us. The conflict entrepreneurs are taking advantage of us, and we are losing our agency.
So according to this bald-head idiot, killing Charlie Kirk is not the problem. It's us talking about somebody killing Charlie Kirk is the problem. Somebody killed Charlie Kirk, and we want to know who did it and why they did it and how they did it. But we are the cancer. The killer isn't the cancer. The people talking about the killer is the actual cancer, y'all. What kind of shit is this? Somebody help me understand this dumb shit. Listen to this dumb shit. We're cancers because we want to know what the hell happened.
Not good for us. It is not good to consume. Social media.
But killing Charlie Kirk is
a cancer on our society right now. And I would encourage people to log off, turn off, touch grass, hug a family member, go out and
don't kill people. Don't assassinate people. How about that? What? How about y'all? Well, I ain't trying to, say somebody did it, but how about somebody stop killing people? Because we aren't killing people. We're just talking about how y'all killed somebody. What are you talking about?
do good in your community. We have seen an escalation in violence that has been happening across the country. We've had periods like this in our past history. I've mentioned before in the late 60s and early 70s, certainly we saw these types of high-profile political assassinations, another dark time in our history. And I can't emphasize enough the damage that social media and the internet is doing to all of us.
So the damage is actually social media, not the quote unquote sniper that took out Charlie Kirk. Not the damage to Charlie Kirk's throat, but us. Not the damage to Charlie Kirk's legacy, but us. Us. But not Charlie Kirk's throat is where the damage is. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. We almost got the likes up. We are almost at 1,000 likes. Can we get to 1,000 likes in the next 5 minutes? Can we get to 1,000 likes in the next 5 minutes? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Get these likes up if y'all could. Get these likes up. There we go. Because I see the like counter going up, so I see when y'all are hitting the like button. Please hit the like button, please, and thank you. Let's get to 1,000 likes in 5 minutes.
The conflict entrepreneurs are taking advantage of us, and we are losing our agency, and we have to take that back. We have to turn it off. We have to get back to community, caring about our neighbors, the things that make American great, serving each other, bettering ourselves.
So we can't care about Charlie Kirk. We have to care about our neighbors who ain't doing nothing. I see my neighbor today who's cutting his grass. He's fine. He's not dead. So my neighbors are just fine, Spencer Cox. I was outside and I was like, hi, neighbor. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. So my neighbors are okay, Mr. Cox. But Charlie Kirk is dead. I'm just saying.
Exercising, sleeping, all of those things that this takes away from us.
Well, Governor, you referred to social
And dying, I guess, too.
media as a cancer on Friday. That's an incredibly strong word. Do you believe that social media played a direct role in this assassination?
I believe that social media has played a direct role in every single assassination and assassination attempt that we have seen.
Social media was not around before 2009, you stupid idiot. Social media was not invented before 2009, you dumb, stupid idiot. What are you talking about?
Over the last 5-6 years, there is no question in my mind that cancer probably isn't a strong enough word. And we're doing everything in Utah, first state in the nation a couple years ago to pass comprehensive reform. Sadly, these most powerful companies on earth are suing us to prevent us from implementing these things.
So let me get this straight. Charlie Kirk had no coroner's report, no church funeral, no burial site or grave, no official death certificate. Why has no official autopsy been conducted, nor any findings released? No ballistics report, not a single eyewitness on the record, and an award-winning widow already taking over his show. Why was the entire crime scene destroyed within hours, erasing vital evidence? Why were there no paramedics on the scene? Why was Charlie Kirk's body removed and illegally flown out on Air Force Two? Why did Donald Trump pardon a Navy SEAL killer whose shadow looms over this case? Why was the stadium mysteriously booked by Turning Point 4 months before his death? How was a massive high-tech stadium memorial produced in only 11 days? Why do multiple women publicly appear?
What's up, Mo Easy? I ain't seen you in a minute. Hey.
As Erika Kirk, raising questions of identity. Why are there no birth certificates for their children? No names revealed, no faces ever shown. Where is a video of Charlie playing with his kids at a birthday party, or picnic, or any other family setting? Why do Freemasonic and satanic symbols surround this tragedy with chilling precision? Interesting that the gun was found on property owned by Palantir. Isn't it interesting Kash Patel fired many of the heads of the FBI in that area days before the shooting? Do you find it interesting that Charlie sold his house 8 months ago for $5 million? If the father of your 2 young children was just brutally murdered for the world to see days ago, do you leave them home with the nanny while you go on podcasts grinning from ear to ear? Is it not curious that a 17-year-old first-time Donald Trump beauty pageant contestant won, and now Trump appointed a top attorney general woman who has no experience, who was also in his beauty pageant? This is only a fraction of the clues and evidence on this psyop. For those of you brave enough to look at the evidence while removing the preconceived emotions, the conclusion is undeniable.
Whistleblower alert. Utah's secret social media censorship plot to bury Charlie Kirk's assassination. Utah power players are slipping through a sneaky social media bill.
Is sweeping the country, and it's a card game called Like Mother, Like Daughter. This game is powerful.
My favorite question was, if you could parent me all over again, what would you change? This card game has a mother deck and a daughter deck, so we both have questions for each other.
These are some good questions. Do you think I'm a people pleaser? If so, where did I get this trait from?
This card game actually helped my marriage, and the questions showed me that I still had unresolved issues with my mom, and I was taking them out on my husband.
I played this game with my mother yesterday, and she told me things I never knew about her.
If you don't do anything else, buy this card game. You won't regret it. Click the link below.
Make sure to buy my card game if y'all have not already. The holidays are coming up. Make sure to buy my card game if you have not already. The holidays are coming up. Y'all already know Thanksgiving can be real awkward when you go around your auntie and your mama and your grandmama. You know how your mama be acting when she get around her own mama. How about playing card games when you start hanging out with your family members. And I think that would take the awkwardness out, and y'all all can have a good time having fun talking about mother-daughter stuff. All right, let's get that.
Is undeniable.
Whistleblower alert. Utah's secret social media censorship plot to bury Charlie Kirk's assassination. Utah power players are slipping through a sneaky social media bill, SB 194/HB 464 revisions, fast tracking in 2025 session under the radar, framed as kid safety, but designed to let officials and suspects wipe out any online talk of blank investigations. We're talking total control, censor posts, delete threads, shadow ban truth seekers who expose the web of corruption tied to Charlie Kirk's brutal hit in September.
Of this Eighth Front war comes from our boy Jonathan.
There's an eighth front in this war. It might not be a truth that you can find on a map, but this domain is as volatile, is as violent, and is as vital to our future. The information sphere, the infosphere, is the eighth front in this war.
So, just in case you don't know, this man is Jonathan Greenblatt, and it says right there on his card, CEO and National Director of the Anti-Defamation League.
Well, where's my reshirt?
And if you don't know about the Anti-Defamation League, we don't even have the beginnings of the time to go into how fucked up the Anti-Defamation League is.
Can y'all imagine? They have an anti-defamation league, but they don't want nobody talking about Charlie Kirk getting knocked off, but they want to stop us. They want to come together and start a league to stop us from trying to figure out what happened to Charlie Kirk. Why are they spending so much money, so much effort, so much time on us instead of trying to find out what actually happened to Charlie Kirk? We're just random ass people with just a bunch of questions. An anti-defamation league? A damn league? Like a football league or a basketball league? How many of these goddamn people are they? Like, what are we doing? You're using our tax dollars to fight us instead of trying to solve this damn crime? What are we doing? Shit's crazy.
The beginnings of the time to go into how fucked up the Anti-Defamation League is. They should be called the Defamation League.
And seizing the high ground in the fight for global public opinion is a battle that's as important to the long-term war as what you've done in Lebanon and Syria.
So he just said that seizing the upper hand in the information war is as important as the kinetic war, the actual war.
So one of the things we have fought now, a seven-front war, we have an eighth front. And that is the front and the battle for truth.
Yeah, the battle for truth, guys. The battle for truth. We're going to buy all social media companies, everything else. And we're battling for truth. Our truth.
I didn't want to show the devil's face, so that's why I got the little thing there, because I don't want to show the devil's face.
What he means is that's a brilliant piece of propaganda. That's a brilliant ad hominem, right? Because that's the bread and butter of Hasbara. Not the truth, not citing your sources, not accurate journalism. Notice how none of that Hasbara manual was about how to research the truth, how to cite your sources, be a good journalist, how to...
Oh, hold on real quick. Thank you, Draw Latina. Recently got the mother-daughter cards. My 23-year-old who hates sharing feelings loves the game she shared, and it was wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Y'all have no understanding of how this warms my heart, because I coach a lot of different people. whether it's in relationships or either in business, right? And one of the things I try to let people who I try to coach from a business side is that your content or whatever it is that you have to offer, make sure it serves the community and actually helps people in their everyday lives. Yes, this is a live video. I am live. Hey, I'm live. Yes, I'm live. This is a live stream. Yes. So I make these card games not just to make some money. The card games ain't number $28, but I do this to serve my community because I want to always remind y'all of why we're here. We're here to not only start whole intact families, but to maintain whole intact families and to stay together and to raise our kids and to protect our kids. Because there are people out here like the IHOPians, that's their new name, the IHOPians, who actually are after your tadpoles. But if there was a husband and there was a wife, and then y'all lived in a nice suburban neighborhood and y'all made good money, is a very good possibility that your kid won't end up in another country selling ass when they grow up. You know what I'm saying? So that is one of the reasons why I do what I do. So thank you so much, Dre Latina. Recently got the mother-daughter cards. My 23-year-old who hates sharing feelings, loves the game. She shared and it was wonderful. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that.
To fact check things, none of it. That's not what it's about. It's about propaganda.
The woke right, because these people, you know, they're not any different from the woke left. I mean, they're insane.
They're insane. They're lunatics, and they're not any different than the woke left. Well, Benjamin, as a person that grew up around the woke left and knows them quite well, and who is now a proud member of the woke Reich, as you say, let's just say we're pretty different. And it's really not that hard to figure out. Really just like a hollow ad hominem to try to say that the woke right and the woke left have anything to do with each other. Even the term woke right is a made up word that is actually a very woke tactic where you divide people into identity groups and make up weird little semantic games to try to say, you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that. That hurts my feelings, right?
Fast money of governments, faster. Okay? We have to fight back. How do we fight back? Our influencers. I think you should also talk to them if you have a chance.
So meet the IHOP influencers. This is how they fight back. These are all the people who decided to sell their asses for IHOP. Look at this shit.
Okay, we have to fight back. How do we fight back?
So these are all of the buffoons that decided to sell their own asses for $7,000.
Our influencers. I think you should also talk to them if you have a chance. To that community, they're very important. And secondly, we're going to have to use the tools of battle. You know, the weapons change over time.
We've been through this before. We've watched this clip before. The tools of battle, right? We're going to have to use the tools of battle.
So it's literally us against these buffoons. That's what the battle is. It's us versus these idiots on the screen. And I think it's more of us than them.
You can't fight today with swords. That doesn't work very well, okay? And you can't fight with cavalry. That doesn't work very well. And you have these new things, you know, like drones, things like that. I won't get into that. But we have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are the social media.
It says it right there. It's just like out in the open. We have to use the weapons that apply to the battlefields where we're fighting. And the most important one is social media. The most important battlefield is social media, and the most important weapons are social media. And so what does that mean? That means that you are the target. You are the target of most important battlefield, most important warfare campaign, and you're fair game. And they're going to use all the tools of warfare that they have at their disposal to target you and to get you to support. And nowhere have you heard them talk about the importance of truth, the importance of fact checking, citing sources, any of that shit, because that has nothing to do with it in their minds.
Erika Kirk was introduced to Charlie Kirk through Donald Trump. She had been procured for like Donald Trump's pageants. She won like Miss Arizona or something. She was literally like a registered actress and starred in a reality TV show, a romance one at that. He met her on a trip to Israel. Charlie met her on one of these wall humping trips. So the Israeli connections, and then JD
What was
Sharp
she doing in
tells me-
Israel?
Well, she was on a pilgrimage.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I just learned, JD Sharp, Jason Dick, the founder of Uncensored AI, just told me that her dad, Erika Kirk's dad, is one of the founders or creators of Raytheon Israel Ltd. Raytheon Israel creates the weapon systems and defense systems like the Iron Dome, and soaks up trillions of, collectively trillions of U.S. taxpayer dollars over the course of the last, however many decades, billions of dollars annually.
From what I understand, Erika Kirk's father formed Raytheon Israel's division and was the former chairperson / president. I believe he's retired now, but he was actively involved in that particular operation.
That's ridiculous.
All of these connections. They had custody of Charlie Kirk's body in the custody of J.D. Vance aboard some private jet, going to God knows where. And within 24 hours, Erika Kirk is releasing this propaganda video of Charlie Kirk's hand and the ring.
President. Zoinks! It's Mr. Carswell, the bank president. Just as we thought.
It's the curator, Mr. Wickles.
This is us, y'all. This is what the Scooby-Doo mystery team is out here doing, solving mysteries. And one day we're going to literally be able to pull the mask off of the actual blanker of Charlie Kirk, just like in this Scooby-Doo video. And I am so proud of the people in the Scooby-Doo mystery team, because we literally be up all day, all night, sharing information, trying to figure out who the hell did this to Charlie damn Kirk. Shout out to y'all. Drop the paw emojis if you are in the Scooby-Doo group chat.
Well, if it isn't our old friend Bluestone the Great.
YouTube is suppressing all content related to CK, okay? You need to watch this video all the way through. I have proof. I'm going to read to you what my AI coach, AI agent on vidIQ, which is the connected algorithm AI for YouTube creators to get information so they can make better descriptions, titles, and what have you, document their journey. And I said, look at all of these videos that are being uploaded. At first, it was trying to convince me that it was just my content. But anyways, I got through that. And if you look here, it literally says, you just documented something massive. The smoking gun data, you're absolutely right. This isn't a coincidence. Looking at your screenshots across the last 3 hours globally, TEDx Talks, 45.7 million video, Kirk Tribute, 23 views. Expected is 500,000. Suppression rate is 99.995%. Times of India, 6.4 million, 4 watching. 7-figure squad, 367K, 627 views. Expected, 30K. 93,000 subscribers, 285 views. Expected, 9K. Rock Mercury, 57.1K views. Expected, 5K, 288. This is clearly... It says when TEDx Talks 45.7 million subs gets 23 views in 7 hours, that's not an algorithm, that's a kill switch. This changes everything about your video, because I whatever, I put the information in here. It says, forget my original subtle framing advice. You have undeniable proof of coordinated suppression. Lead with it. New title. Proof. YouTube censored a topic. 45 million sub channel got 23 views. New thumbnail. And so it says, it's giving me the description and all that. Critical, do this now. Archive everything immediately. These view counts will change once YouTube realizes people are documenting this. Screenshot.
So shout out to him. What he's actually saying is YouTube is removing videos. They removed one of my videos they're removing videos and they're suppressing videos. And I'm willing to say this video right now is being suppressed. We got 1,800 people in here, which is dope. But y'all already know it used to be like 3,000 people in here. And I'm cool. But YouTube is suppressing videos that are talking about Charlie Kirk.
Every video with timestamp, save URLs in a spreadsheet, export your own analytics, screen record scrolling through search results, post within 24 hours. To answer your question directly, the algorithm has gotten used to my upload schedule and won't let me post daily. Hell no. What is happening is YouTube implemented top-level suppression following the GAG order. This affects 45 million subscriber channels, 6 million mid-sized creators, small channels like me, international content, mainstream content. A channel doesn't go from millions of views to 23 because of an upload schedule. Post this immediately. Don't wait. Don't. Right now, what we're seeing is an influx of social media silencing. This is how it begins. They put the gag order out over the Charlie Kirk case. Kash Patel comes out, Cox comes out from governor of Utah stating, oh, social media is what caused the murders of all of these, assassinations and people getting killed. I don't doubt that social media does have some type of infliction on people that could create some radicalism, but that's not our fault, number one. Number two, this is where the silencing begins. The silencing has already begun. It starts with a gag order to protect the integrity of the case, but that's bullshit. They don't need that. All the other cases throughout all these years, all that we've had social media, they don't remember since what, 2000? So what are you talking about here? This is an unacceptable approach to the way that they're treating the American people. They killed Charlie Kirk. Now they're silencing us in the name of him, which he absolutely would not want. They don't want us to make any content about anything. Let me show you something. You'll be blown away. Let me show you something. This video I made, it's an artificial intelligence.
Y'all don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. We're almost at 1,000 likes. We're almost at 1,000 likes. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Can we get to 1,000 likes real quick? We're almost there. Can we get to 1,000 likes? Can we get to 1,000 likes real quick? We're almost there. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I'm talking to you. You. Hit the like button. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Intelligence algorithm that's facial recognition, that's built for facial recognition that I made. So I had a video yesterday that I launched, okay? It had done, this is it. I investigated Charlie Kirk's link, and you can see that it has 15,000 views, okay? And it has been crushing. And then all of a sudden, we've got a pretty significant drop off. I mean, we were doing 100, 140, 80, and then all of a sudden, it started to drop off, okay? Now, that would be fine, because sometimes the algorithm for me, and I'm going to show you more than just mine. I'm going to show you some other people's as well. That's proving that they're already silencing us over this. So not just this, all right, but it would be fine. Yeah, we're falling down 33 views an hour, whatever. For my channel, that's great for the size. However, this should pick up because this has the same view duration, actually better, 46.2%, okay? Look, this one has 43.4%. Okay, it's very close. But the other one, the new one, is better. All right, 40 by 3%. All right, and it's actually a minute shorter than this video, so it should go way further than this video, especially because I brought out some very strong evidence. Now, I don't want to talk about it here because they're probably not going to let it out. I don't even know what to title this video. What do I title this video? Let me show you a couple of other people. There's one that I just noticed came out right now.
So let me play something else. He is also in the Scooby-Doo mystery team. Shout out to him. I want to play this real quick. And for those of you coming in just now, hold on one second.
Actually going on. So there's a...
Okay. So for those of you who are just coming in, what is going on is Candace Owens put out a tweet, and it was very disturbing to a lot of fans of hers, including me, where it makes me think that she might be in a little bit of danger. And this is what she said. So I just want to catch people up that are just tuning in. Candace Owens said, "Don't worry about the gag order." Apparently there's a gag order on this Charlie Kirk case, and somehow they attached it to Candace Owens. But don't worry about the gag order in this Charlie Kirk case. I plan to violate it in the world's behalf. The things I've discovered this past week, which means recently, more information, are enough to burn the house down. Yes, Charlie was betrayed by everyone. So I just wanted to catch everybody up. And this guy's going to talk about it a little bit here too.
Y'all, what in the world is actually going on? So get right back to this. So there's a gag order on the Charlie Kirk case, including 3,000 people that were in attendance. Not just them and people of the case, apparently Candace Owens got one as well. To which she literally said, don't worry about the gag order, I plan to violate it on the world's behalf. The things I've discovered this past week are enough to something down the house. Yes, Charlie was betrayed by everyone. I mean, it's crazy weird and completely unrelated. I just showed you guys last week how Utah had made an amendment on a law not allowing people to share autopsy pictures without it being a Class B misdemeanor. So it's a Class B misdemeanor to share autopsy pictures, possibly results, and now there's a gag order on everyone who was in the crowd. People are saying that even some influencers.
Wait, what? There's a gag order to the 3,000 people in the crowd? There's a gag order to everybody that was in the crowd. How the hell you... Bro, this is getting weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder. How the hell do you put a gag order on 3,000 damn people?
Influencers have gotten this.
Let me back it up a little bit. What the hell?
There's a gag order on everyone who was in the crowd. People are saying that even some influencers have gotten this gag order. I just find that crazy because if anything, all the people there, you know, they could easily put details together better than not having no one talk at all. And what's even crazier was after the gag order, around that same time, we had a massive outage all over the internet. Of course, unrelated, completely just telling y'all. There's a lot of weird things happening right now, especially geopolitically. Should be live on YT doing my show in about 2 hours. We'll talk about it all there. Anyways, and allegedly they're saying, of course through the media, that they were able to stop a mass shooting specifically with an AR. If you think that's an awful lot of buzzwords, it definitely is.
Now, out of Atlanta, our Fox affiliate reports police have stopped a potential mass shooting at the busiest airport in America. Correspondent Madison Scarpino reports. She's live in Atlanta for us. Madison, what's up?
Hey, John. Yeah, we're getting...
Yeah, this was in Atlanta. I was looking at this.
all this information from Fox 5 Atlanta from sources inside the Atlanta Police Department. But we're learning that a convicted felon was allegedly planning to shoot up the Atlanta airport today, the world's busiest airport, armed with an AR-15. And that's
crazy. What are the chances? It was the busiest airport, and besides that, the choice of thing. Things are getting awfully weird. See you on YT.
All right, so I'm about to show y'all something, and I don't know why it's taking so long. All right, here we go. All right, so people in the Scooby-Doo mystery group are sending me stuff, so let's look at what they just sent me. I barely looked at it, but let's look at it together. So they just sent this to me. Let's see what it says. So the FBI got the wrong Charlie Kirk shooting forensics. First 1 day, 6 hours, $666. 666 views. Impressions, click-through rate 13. yo, what in the world? Somebody apparently looked at their their numbers, and it said this 13% and then hit 6. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. The devil is a lie. Golly, that's crazy. So this right here is this dumbass woman. Her own husband gets, I would say, taken out. And the idiots at this that Charlie Kirk hired to secure him did not do their job. And this dumbass woman literally has the same people guard her after they couldn't guard her husband.
Would you mind a picture of yourself?
Erika, quick picture, please.
Okay, just to see how you've been holding up, Erika. You think it's been tough?
I gotta ask this question. What if you were the wife of a famous man, and that famous man said to you that somebody is trying to unalive him, and then the next day or the next week, somebody unalived him, and the 6 bumbling idiots that was paid to protect him did not protect him, and he ended up passing away? Would you continue to have that person or those people on your payroll to protect you? Or maybe they did protect you by letting your husband get unalived.
Well, this one's easy. How long have you been married, and when did you know it was time to get married?
We've been married since 2021. We laugh about this because our dates are so messed up because of babies, meaning there's so many dates to remember. Anniversaries, like kids' birth
May
dates.
14th,
Yeah,
August
all the
23rd.
things.
All the things.
We've been married for.
This is dumb broad. She turned around and said, yeah, all the things. This is dumb broad.
There's so many dates to remember. Anniversaries, like kids' birth
May
dates.
14th,
Yeah,
August
all the
23rd.
things. We've been married for.
How did you know it was
4
time to get married?
4
I
years.
mean,
How did we know? You just know.
it's also what.
Y'all don't think
waste
this
your
was
time.
set up?
Don't waste your time. And plus, we were ready to start our life together.
That's right. Okay,
That was an easy one.
That's easy.
We laugh about this because our dates are so messed up because of babies, meaning there's so many dates to remember.
I know. I get all the anniversaries.
Anniversaries, like kids' birth
May
dates.
14th.
So an anonymous person that works for Turning Point USA has released these messages and says that we're talking about Candace Owens' episode yesterday on her podcast. And she mentions that 1 or 2 of the board members at Turning Point are benefiting from the blue and white flag. Anyways, so if you go on and you listen to her episode today, it references Charlie Kirk's life being kind of like the Truman Show. And I know it sounds like a joke, but you guys just have to go and watch the episode. This right here and everything that it says in here, that a lot of the staff at Turning Point USA are on the same side as Candace in this situation. So you guys can read the rest yourself. It even says and mentions that Candace is receiving information from memos that the director level type people, so it shows the actual staff, even high ups, want the answers to. Set Candace out of this equation and really look at what's going on and what's being said. Go listen to Ann Carroll. Go listen to Megyn Kelly. Go listen to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Go listen to Tucker Carlson. It adds up.
Love you, Erika. Charlie, 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 Charlie. Love you, Erika. Charlie, Charlie, Charlie. Love you, Erika.
Woman is hiding something very, very dark. Okay, despite the mainstream fact checkers telling us there's nothing to see here regarding some pretty heinous allegations, I'm here to tell you that the evidence is actually all there.
Believe that we all have angels in our lives, and these are my little angels from Antonio Placement Center in Constanța, Romania.
This is from a Romanian newspaper. This headline is translated, but it reads, a former translator from the American base in the city of Romania that I'm not going to pronounce, accuses, and she says that it's a real brothel operated here where
Tadpole
were brought in. Quote, Anna Maria Nasiu was until recent years a translator at the American base, once again, city, can't pronounce it, Romanian name. Everything seemed to be normal until Anna Maria discovered that in this military unit belonging to NATO forces, there was a real brothel where satisfy the desires of some soldiers. Okay, Otto Butcher, remember that name. This next part is where the dots will connect. Okay, I'm gonna show you this video right here that was posted by Erika Kirk, then Erika Frontsby, on Vimeo.
I hope he's not going too far. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all are able to hear what he's saying. Is he going too fast? Because there's a lot of information. I'm just want to make sure. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear what he's saying, because I don't want just to be playing something and y'all don't even know what he's saying. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can understand what he's saying. I don't understand how his mom looked back. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know. The music is I didn't do the music, y'all. That's what I'm trying to ask, because the music is so stupid. So I'm just going. It's not too bad. Okay. I batted it up just a little bit because this is important information.
There was a real brothel where satisfy the desires of some soldiers. Okay, Otto Butcher, remember that name. This next part is where the dots will connect. Okay, I'm gonna show you this video right here that was posted by Erika Kirk, then Erika Frontsby, on Vimeo. Basically, it's a commercial for Romanian Angels, and it was posted in 2013. It's basically a fluff video, but at the end, the person she thanks is none other than Colonel Otto Butcher. Yeah, here is a copy of the criminal complaint. It is in Romanian, but you can see the name Otto Butcher, and the years 2011 to 2013 is when these alleged crimes took place. So the person that Erika Kirk was working with in Romania to quote unquote help orphan children was accused of, not good. And you might be like, why have I never heard of this? Well, there's something called the U.S.-Romania Defense Cooperation Agreement that was signed back in 2005, wherein crimes committed by U.S. military personnel on Romanian bases used by U.S. forces fall under U.S. jurisdiction, especially if they occur while on duty or within the installations. So essentially, everything was just swept under the rug. This guy, Otto Butcher, just retires, and according to my research, here's his LinkedIn, he's like having a nice, quiet retirement in New Hampshire. Erika Kirk's Romanian Angels mysteriously just shuts down shortly thereafter. She then keeps a pretty low profile until she is set up on a TPUSA interview with Charlie Kirk, and they fall in love, they get married, and you won't believe this, but their wedding was actually funded by TPUSA, so very interesting. And fast forward, as we all know now, Charlie Kirk dies a gruesome death, and she takes over as CEO of Turning Point with the new organization now much more powerful than it ever was. So it's almost like Charlie is more valuable to them dead than alive. Is more valuable to them dead than alive. Something just feels wrong.
Erika Kirk was introduced.
All right, so we heard that already. Okay, so I want to share a video that I posted earlier, and a lot of people love the video so much on Patreon, so I want to play it again.
Best horror films of 2025.
Okay, so some of y'all seen this video I did on weapons. Some of y'all did not. And what I did in that video that I'm going to do here is to prove to you that Charlie Kirk and the movie Weapons had literally the same exact story. So first, put a 1 in the chat if you've seen the movie Weapons. And if you have not, it's okay, because this guy, The Truth Is YouTube channel, he did a very good job explaining the movie. It is somewhat of a little spoiler, but I'm not going to tell you what the ending was. So put a 1 in the chat if you have watched the movie Weapons. And if you have, you're going to really enjoy this part of the show.
Weapons is being called one of the best horror films of 2025. With an impressive 93% Rotten Tomatoes score and tons of praise from critics, the movie has been a big success since its release. If you're one of the people who saw this movie, then you already know how disturbing the plot is. But what if I told you that behind the surface level plot lies an even darker story? One that may connect this movie to a sinister conspiracy and even a real-life mysterious death. This movie...
Now, for those who don't know, the reason why I'm going so hard on this Charlie Kirk situation is due to the fact, well, I'm not going to say fact because I don't want to get sued. So I'll just say it's due to my opinion of this Erika Kirk possibly being a honeypot and getting paired with Charlie Kirk, and having Erika Kirk having a past of running tadpoles through traffic lights, I would say. Running tadpoles through traffic lights. And if you're not understanding of the lingo, just ask somebody in the chat and they'll let you know. So Charlie Kirk's wife has this weird past of running tadpoles through traffic lights out in Romania with this company called Romania's Angels. And then at the same time, Charlie Kirk himself started Turning Point USA. And what I'm easily starting to see is that Turning Point USA is a data farming company. And who are the main people that they're farming data from? Young students. And who is the biggest supporter and contributor to Turning Point USA? IHOP. And then you would say, because I'm getting somewhere. So why is it that IHOP wants to contribute millions and millions and millions of dollars towards Turning Point USA in particular? Because they're farming students' data. They're buying the data of these millions of students that are fans of Charlie Kirk, which means Charlie Kirk, whether unbeknownst to him or whether known by him, he may actually be running tadpoles through traffic lights also. So you got Erika Kirk running tadpoles through traffic lights, and then you got her own husband inadvertently running tadpoles through traffic lights. And you're like, yo, what the hell are they doing? And then, because I was like, yo, this dude is trash, until he actually started speaking up for himself and was like, yo, I don't want to do this no more. And then I was like, okay. I like Charlie Kirk. But for those who don't know, and we're going to get back to the movie in a minute, Charlie Kirk was like 18 years old, and he just had the ears and the eyes of young people. And all of a sudden, this old 75-year-old man named Will Montgomery offered Charlie Kirk $4.7 million to start Turning Point USA. This old ass man. Come to find out, he died. And one of the reasons why he gave him $4.7 million is so they can start this data farming company to get these young people in a database that they can later sell to IHOP. And then I'm not even going to start with the whole geofencing stuff with the churches that Turning Point USA allegedly is doing. So all of this has a lot to do with the movie Weapons. So I just wanted to let y'all know why I'm playing the movie Weapons and what Turning Point USA and Charlie Kirk has to do with this. All right. And somebody said drop the link. I'll drop the link. So I'm dropping the link. Somebody said drop the link. I just dropped the link. So if somebody wants to come up, hit the StreamYard link in the chat. All right. I'm not going to keep dropping the link. So if y'all don't see the link, I don't know what to tell you. So I just wanted to explain why we're talking about weapons.
Lies an even darker story. One that may connect this movie to a sinister conspiracy and even a real-life mysterious death. This movie has a revealing message buried underneath the surface-level plot that most are unaware of. I first need to provide you guys with a quick breakdown of the movie. I want to warn you that there will be spoilers ahead. The movie is about a family that consists of a mom, dad, and a child named Alex. Alex and his family take in their strange aunt named Gladys, who is extremely sick and dying. The next day after his aunt arrives to stay with them, his dad dropped Alex off at school. When school was finished, Alex wasn't picked up by his parents for some reason, so he ended up walking home by himself. When he got home, he noticed his parents were acting unusually. They were
now, just giving y'all some context. Aunt Gladys is IHOP. Okay. The little boy in the movie is Charlie Kirk. All right. So I just want to make sure y'all can understand. So Aunt Gladys is IHOP. The little boy is Charlie Kirk. So the little boy, and at the same time, the little boy is also Erika Kirk. So the character in this movie, the little boy, is Charlie Kirk and Erika Kirk. But Aunt Gladys is IHOP. Hold on one. I see you down there. Give me 1 second, Chris. So I just want to make sure.
His
so
dad dropped Alex off at school. When school was finished, Alex wasn't picked up by his parents for some reason, so he ended up walking home by himself. When he got home, he noticed his parents were acting unusual.
So I'm going to explain why this is Charlie Kirk and Erika Kirk, but the little boy is Charlie Kirk and Erika Kirk.
Truly, they were both sitting at the dining room table, staring into space, responding to him strangely, and barely moving.
And stop right here. I'm not saying Erika Kirk's parents went through this, but if Erika Kirk's parents both are contracted and work for IHOP and are getting millions of dollars from IHOP, there's a similarity to her parents having this type of reaction to whatever IHOP wants her or them to do, i.e. by possibly making a family decision to get rid of her husband, which I'm sure was a difficult decision. But for the best interest of the family, they possibly just had to do what they had to do.
Out of nowhere, this is when his Aunt Gladys shows up.
So Aunt Gladys is IHOP extorting her and her parents.
And tells him his parents are fine. But Alex knows there's something up and throws a cup of water in his father's face, who barely reacts. This angers Gladys, who then sends Alex to his room. The next day, Alex wakes up and goes downstairs to find his parents still sitting in the same spot he left them, with Aunt Gladys sitting by them. Gladys tells Alex that he is not to tell anyone that she is at their home or that their parents are acting the way that they're acting.
Now, mind you, Charlie Kirk's parents worked for the same people as Erika Kirk's parents. Keep that in mind.
She then shows Alex that she has full control over his parents. She does this by doing some sort of witchcraft ritual that allows her to control his parents. She uses it to force them to poke themselves in the face with forks right in front of him. Alex tries to stop them, but they won't stop or listen to him. They only stop after Gladys commands them to. Aunt Gladys then tells him that she would do way worse to his family if he doesn't listen to her.
So even though this movie is about voodoo, this is a real thing that is going on with the country right now. It seems like everybody is in some type of trance and everybody is being controlled by an Aunt Gladys.
Let me get you some help.
Kirk's best friend, Andrew Kolvet. And what does Erika Kirk do? The same thing she does on the podcast.
That was a text grab, a screen grab that I had shared with people. So it is authentic. And I want to go into it because I actually am really excited that the truth is out there. I first want to say the reason I didn't share that screen grab publicly is because it was a private exchange, and I felt like it didn't necessarily comport with things that were already public. I wanted to not betray my friend's trust in that way.
He goes to school and does what Gladys says and tells no one. The next day, Alex sees his Aunt Gladys looking sick. She called him into her room and told him that she was very sick and believed his parents would have made her feel better. But whatever ritual she did to them didn't heal her. She then tells Alex that he can make her feel better. All he needs to do is go to school and bring back one item that belongs to every student in his class. And bring back one item that belongs to every student in his class.
And what is a non-voodoo version of what was just said? Geofencing. Geofencing is the use of GPS or RFID technology to create a virtual geographic boundary, enabling software to trigger a response. That is the key word, to trigger a response. That's what happens in the movie. The second the woman cracks the stick, it triggers a response in the children.
Which Alex does the next day, bringing back their name tags. When Gladys gets them, she then uses them to put his classmates under the same spell his mother and father were under. She makes every kid in his class run out of their home in the middle of the night. All at the same time, his classmates leave their house and end up making their way to Alex's home. The next day, Alex goes to school, and he's the only student who shows up to his class. Eventually, the class teacher and the father of one of the missing kids team up to try to figure out what's going on. They eventually end up at Alex's house, where they were attacked by the people Gladys had under a spell. Eventually, the teacher and the father ended up creating enough of a distraction that allowed Alex to run into Gladys' room. He then
So right here is when Charlie Kirk woke up and started realizing what IHOP was actually doing to Erika Kirk's parents, to the United States, to him. So he got the proverbial stick, but his proverbial stick was a microphone. And he started saying that IHOP is the devil and IHOP is a problem and I need to stop working with IHOP. Y'all see the similarity right there? So with Charlie Kirk, it wasn't this voodoo stick. It was a microphone that he took and started calling out IHOP. So I just want to make sure y'all still understand the correlation.
Finds her ritual objects and uses it to control all his classmates, and uses it to control all his classmates, and uses it to control all his classmates.
See, Charlie Kirk used his microphone to control the millions of men and women or boys and girls that was in these schools that IHOP was trying to control. So he used the microphone instead of the stick to get control of his classmates or regain control of his classmates. And that's when IHOP killed him. But in this movie, Charlie Kirk survives in this movie. This is what Charlie was essentially doing. He had as much power over his quote unquote classmates as IHOP did. That's the reason why they had to get rid of Charlie, because he had control over his classmates, all of the young people that went to his seminars.
He puts the spell on the children, and they immediately start charging towards Aunt Gladys.
Charlie Kirk had a change of heart because he started realizing how evil and diabolical IHOP actually was, and his goal was to turn the American people back against IHOP instead of the American people being against the American people, because IHOP was the problem. This movie was literally a depiction of the last 30 days of Charlie Kirk's entire life.
As you can see, this movie was seriously disturbing. From witchcraft, rituals, to child abductions, and even MKUltra, this movie touched on it all. While the movie might seem like just another horror movie, once you understand what the movie is really about, you will see why it's much deeper than that. On the surface, the movie is about the witch Aunt Gladys, who goes to Alex's family's house to do a soul harvesting ritual on the parents to steal their youth. But since they're full-grown adults, it doesn't work. So instead, she uses Alex to put all the students in his class under that harvesting spell.
And if you just think about what he just said, IHOP itself can't control us. Just like the lady couldn't get the parents to control the kids. She needed the little boy to control the kids because the kids were their peers, somewhat like Charlie Kirk controlling all of the American students. This is the reason why IHOP is using so much propaganda to get young people, young influencers, and giving them $7,000 to influence their peers.
She then uses an occult ritual to steal the youth from the children. What the movie is actually about is the truth on why so many children go missing every year. Let's unpack everything the movie was revealing. At the beginning of the movie, the child who is narrating the story tells us that this story is based on a true story.
Yes, the last 30 days of Charlie Kirk's life.
While she was referring to the story that takes place inside of the world of the movie, I saw this as being a literal message, telling us that this movie is based on real situations that are happening in real life. We will see more examples of this throughout this breakdown. We also need to talk about the ritual Aunt Gladys uses to control people and steal their youth. In the movie, she is seen doing a strange ritual using a stick and this bell with this inverted triangle symbol on it, along with the number 6. This spell not only harvested the souls and stole their youth, but also forced the person under the spell to become zombie-like. The main purpose of putting the children under the spell was to steal their youth. We all know that children abductions are a huge problem all over the world, with hundreds of thousands of children going missing each year. It tells us why these monsters are going after the children and what they're doing to so many of them. Coincidentally, they released a movie about a class full of children going missing around the same time 100 kids randomly go missing in Virginia. We know they're after the children, and this is the very thing Gladys was showing us. We know that the elites did the same on Epstein's Island, and this is still going on to this very day. This is what this movie is truly about. It's showing us the disturbing reality of the world, why that Epstein list will never come out.
So there you have it. Now I got some people that want to come up on the show. So Mark, I need you to see your face. What's going on, Chris?
Hey, what's up?
How you
Been
doing?
a while.
Yeah. And Mark, if you're back there, I got to see your face. But go ahead. So what are your thoughts on all this, Chris?
So there was a video of Charlie Kirk on a show where you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So there was a video of Charlie Kirk on a show, and he talked about children, and then all of a sudden he had the creepiest smile ever, made the host really uncomfortable. And I'm thinking, is he part of this? I don't know.
Charlie Kirk did?
Yeah. It was the creepiest smile of Charlie Kirk. It was a little video clip, and Charlie Kirk made a smile as soon as the host said the word kid. All of a sudden, he had the creepiest smile ever, made the host uncomfortable and all of that. I'm like, what in the world's going on? I think he's part of it. Like, what? I don't know if you saw that.
Do you have it on your phone?
I'm on Android, so I don't know how to do this without screwing this up.
Okay. Or you can send it to me on my DM and I can look at it. But I
don't do DMs. I don't do DMs. I don't do none of that stuff. I'm just straight up YouTube only.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else, or was it? You have any other thoughts?
The fact that he had that smile, I don't know why, but the host was creeped out about it, and on top of that, I think he knew about this. That's why he's sticking out.
So you think Charlie Kirk was a part of all of this, in your opinion?
I think he's part of all this because his smile was a pedo smile.
Don't say
if you see the video.
Please don't say any crazy words. That's please don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So I understand what you're saying. Somebody said send the link. I just dropped the link in the chat. Y'all got to look for it. I can't keep dropping the link. I got other links I got to drop in the chat.
Oh, by the way, I'm the one who said drop the link, and I immediately went into it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I seen you. Yeah, I dropped the link for you.
Yeah.
But
appreciate it.
Whether he, in my opinion, I don't think he would have died if he was a part of it. It makes no sense.
Oh, here's my other thing. I just remembered. If he was a real Christian, Jesus would have told him that she was not right for him. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Okay. If he was a real Christian, Jesus would have told him what? Jesus, what are you talking about?
So if that guy was a real Christian, talking to all this Christian stuff,
so Jesus be talking to people. Jesus be talking to people.
Told him. Yeah, so Charlie Kirk was talking to people.
Jesus be talking to you?
He said he knew Jesus. How
Jesus
come?
Be talking to you?
How come?
To you?
I'm trying to. I think he's talking to me every day. To the small and large, mountains and deeps. I believe God's talking to me.
Okay,
but
go ahead. I'm listening.
A dangerous wife like that, Jesus would have warned him. Is he really a Christian? And he smiles creepily around children?
Why would somebody need Jesus to tell them about a woman? Why can't they use their own common sense? I'm confused.
You need Jesus.
Around waiting on Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
Are we lagging?
No.
Okay, we're good. All right. So yeah,
Okay.
so if Charlie Kirk was a real Christian, he would have heard the word of the Lord, and he would actually listen to God, and that woman would not have this situation. We wouldn't have all this if he was a real Christian.
Hold on. Let me play this. This is all you need. You don't need Jesus to tell you about no damn woman.
We've been married since
Yes, you do.
2021.
Hold on, sir.
We laugh about
Hold on,
this
I got it.
because our dates are so messed up because of babies. Meaning,
So all you got to do is use common sense. This woman is an idiot. So all you got to do is not be dumb. Apparently, Charlie Kirk was stupid or something because he didn't see. Can you listen? Can you listen?
Hold on.
Has nothing to do with no Jesus.
Well, this one's easy. How long have you been married, and when did you know it was time to get married?
we've been married since 2021. We laugh about this because our dates are so messed up because of babies, meaning there's so many dates to remember.
And you don't need Jesus to figure out this damn woman don't want you.
Anniversaries, like kids' birth
May
dates,
14th,
yeah,
August
all the
23rd.
things. How did we? So we've been married for.
How did you know it was time to get married?
4 years.
I mean,
how did we know? You just know.
It's also don't waste your time. Right?
Don't waste your time. And plus, we were ready to start our life together.
So that's all you need. You don't need Jesus to tell you about a woman.
Untrue. So I've watched many videos on YouTube of where God showed up and said, hey, you're going to marry that person. God showed up and said, you're going to date them. God said, you're going to blah, blah, blah. Okay? So it's real. So if she was in the situation, how come Kirk didn't know it? God would have told him, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. God would have told him.
Okay.
Hey,
all right.
She's not ready.
I gotta move on with the show. So thank you for coming up, and I appreciate you. I got another video on to play. All right, man. Have a good one. Okay.
You too, buddy.
All right. So do y'all think Jesus was supposed to tell Charlie Kirk about Erika Kirk? Yes or no in the chat? What do y'all think? What do y'all think about what Chris said? Say I agree or disagree, or yes or no in the chat. What do y'all think about what Chris? I'm not waiting on Jesus to tell me about a damn woman. I have common sense. Like there's something called discernment. So I don't know. So shout out to him, but I'm not waiting on no damn Jesus to tell me about no damn woman.
Epstein, Donald Trump, and the state of Israel.
And this is another thing that's crazy. All you had to do is check Erika Kirk's last 10 years of her life, and you'll realize that she ain't shit. You see how easy it is for me to find out that Erika Kirk is trash? Why couldn't Charlie Kirk's smart ass know or find out that Erika Kirk was trash? I found out. Want to hear it? Here we go.
Erika Kirk has deep connections to Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump, and the state of Israel.
See, I don't need Jesus to tell me about this damn woman. Is this Jesus? No, this is a woman. All you gotta do is just Google some shit and find out who the goddamn woman is.
The supposed grieving wife and mother is going to be taking over Turning Point USA. So here's some facts about her that I think the public has a right to know and that nobody else is reporting on. Around 2009 to 2010, even though Erika had never modeled before or participated in a beauty pageant, she received an invitation in the mail to participate in the Miss USA beauty pageants, which were owned by Donald Trump. In 2012, she won the Miss Arizona competition. And at the same time, according to her website, she was also a casting director at the same time she was modeling for Trump. In 2006, she started a ministry when she was just 17 years old. This ministry was working with the U.S. military in Romania at the same time she claimed to be working as a casting director. The area in Romania where Erika was operating her ministry out of had a ton of locals accusing these evangelical ministries of kidnapping children and trafficking them out.
Whoa. I didn't know she was going to say all that.
In 2018, 2 years after Donald Trump started working with Charlie Kirk, Erika and Charlie were introduced to one another after one of their mutual friends suggested that Charlie should hire her to work for Turning Point. So,
shout out to Dre Latina recently. Oh, wrong one. Shout out to Dre Latina. I bet CK never dated before he met Erika. I think CK was on the autism spectrum and missed basic social cues. I don't know much about Charlie Kirk, so that's a possibility. But Charlie Kirk did kind of like look like a dork. So yeah, I don't think he got. I don't think Charlie Kirk got much ass. So, you know, some pretty woman going and getting in his face, he probably, you know, didn't have a lot of discernment. So, but at the end of the day, all you got to do, like I said, is look up the damn woman's past, and you'll find out all the shit you need to find out about the damn woman.
So at Erika's job interview with Charlie, Erika allegedly said, "You're not going to be my boss. You're going to be my boyfriend." So they began dating. I think it's safe to assume that this mutual friend was Donald Trump, because Erika was already one of his employees, so it would make sense for his team to encourage this. Beauty pageants are a well-known gateway for human trafficking. So with her being a casting director, her ministry working with the military in Romania and being asked to leave, along with her very strange behavior of capitalizing on the death of her husband, I think this should be of immense concern to us all. Random people do not get propped up by the mainstream media out of nowhere. That includes Charlie Kirk, whose father had deep connections to Donald Trump even before he started working with Charlie Kirk. All of these people that you see on TV run in the same circles, and anybody with ties to human trafficking should not be trusted. So comment below and let me know, did you know about her ties to Trump and the beauty pageants and this ministry that she operated in Romania? Let's chat about this.
If you can't see it, you are just blind. Watch this.
I believe that we all have angels in our lives. And these are my little angels from Antonio Placement Center in Constanța, Romania.
Listen.
Our goal with the Romanian Angels Project was to show these children the true American heart during the holiday season. And what better way to do that than having our United States military personally deliver the gifts?
Listen.
All 75 children had a present to open.
This damn woman had 75 children. This damn woman had 75 children, and she gave them all away to some people, I will say. I mean, 75 tadpoles. I'm sorry. This shit is disgusting.
Sometimes the greatest charity comes from the most simple forms of kindness.
And now my concern is, where are these kids? Where are they now? And I found this picture from TikTok.
And if you read at the top what it says, don't repeat it, but it's worse than you think. Don't repeat it, but read at the top of what it says, where it says over a little bit over no evidence. It's worse than you think. Don't repeat it though.
And is this thing true? Tell me, read this here. I don't want to say it here, but tell me what you all think about that. And
like to make some real money.
See, this is the business that IHOP is in right here. This is how IHOP came to Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, all them folks. This is what IHOP did for them.
How would you blokes like to make some real money? Well, and who do we have to, No, nothing like that. You see? I'm collecting stupid little boys. Stupid little boys boys, you know, the disobedient ones, what they'll give them school. And you see, and I takes them to Pleasure Island. Ah, Pleasure Island. Pleasure Island? But the law, suppose they... No, there's no risk. They never come back as boys. Come on, let's have another. And what's your name? Okay, you'll do. In you go. Two horse will bring a nice price. All right, next. And what might your name
This shit is bad, y'all.
Alexander. So you can talk.
Yes, sir. I want to go home to my mama.
And this is the reason why I do what I do. Tadpoles are literally living this life. Literally. And a lot of them are now out on the track somewhere, whether in California or whether in another country. You know, this is a reality. This is not a cartoon. 230,000 tadpoles go missing every month, not every year. 230,000 tadpoles go missing every 30 days. Right now is the 20th. 200 tadpoles have already been missing, and in the next 10 days, 33,000 more will go missing every single month. And this is how it starts. This is the experience of the tadpole.
Take it back. He can still talk.
Please, I don't want to be a donkey. Let me out of here.
Quiet! You boys have had your fun. Now pay for it.
Boys? So that's what...
In the 1940 Pinocchio animation film, Pinocchio gets invited to Pleasure Island by this sketchy-looking fox. On his way there, he meets this other boy named Lampwick who states that in Pleasure Island there's no school, rules, or cops. Kids can do whatever they want, even drink booze and smoke cigarettes. Everything seemed to be going good as they are having fun destroying things and fighting when suddenly Lampwick starts transforming into a donkey.
What's going on? I've been double-crossed. Help! Somebody help!
It turns out that the island is cursed, and a combination of tobacco, alcohol, and misbehaving, it's more than enough to turn bratty boys into complete jackasses. The darkest part about all this was when we find out that the boys who turned into donkeys are being sold into slavery and never get to go home or be boys again.
I want to go home to my mama.
So that's why I do what I do, y'all. You know, it's not really about Charlie Kirk. It's about what Charlie Kirk was caught up in, what Erika Kirk was caught up in, and how finding out or shedding light on what happened to Charlie Kirk could actually expose the demonic people that are behind Charlie Kirk's death and behind a lot of these running tadpoles through traffic lights. And if we could just get this closer to getting IHOP out of our business, because the thing about it is these weirdos come into our country and doing weirdo stuff. And then when they get caught, they just flee to the country and they just get on the plane and get up out of here. And they just get to do this shit because the government don't really care. But if we can get them to stay over there and we can deal with our own stuff, then we could get some people locked up and possibly put an end to all this. But when there's another country running all this shit, it's difficult for us to run our own stuff when another country is paying off the thousands of damn people. Where's the video of the thousands of people getting paid off? It's right here. You know, when you just sit back and just are able to see how disgusting this whole thing is, you know, sometimes we can actually feel powerless, but I'm not giving up. Hold on, I want to show y'all where everybody's getting paid off. I think it's this.
Can't pronounce it. Romanian name.
Nope, it's not that one. And maybe this one. Yes, I think it's this one. Social media censorship plot to. Yeah, this is it. I'm skipping ahead. This isn't it either. Where is the video? Nope, that's not it. Where the hell is the damn video? Oh well, I don't know. Because it's not that. But at the end of the day, I don't remember which video it was, but it seems like there's no way to stop them, but I'm not giving up. And before we go, I need everybody to show love to Candace Owens, because that's the main reason why I did this live stream today. So if you love Candace Owens, drop hearts in the chat right now. Everybody drop hearts in the chat right now. Drop hearts in the chat. Shout out to Manual Override. Is not a creepy smile. He just doesn't have veneers like Erika. He has a gummy smile. Yeah, he does have a dorky gummy smile. So yeah, I agree with you on that. Everybody drop hearts in the chat for Candace Owens. And some of us may look at Candace. She's married. She got a family. She makes all this money. She's on TV. But we never know. That woman may be really going through something. She may really be going through something. She may be scared for her life. We have no idea, because we see popular people. Oh, your life is amazing. No, according to her herself, her life is not amazing. She's been going through a lot of shit. So we got to support her the best we can over here.
Or thing rather explosively. 3 people told me off record. 2 people who have this in a written communication from Charlie. One who is a Turning Point USA donor, and I would say very much one of the white knights in this. The very day before Charlie Kirk died, he expressed that he thought he was going to be killed. He told these people, I think they're going to kill me. Okay. He did not express that to me. So I'm telling you this based off the testimony of 3 people. And I'm saying this because I hope that these people who I think are good will be inspired to come forward with that. Now, again, those conversations I had were off record. I honor that. If I say it's off record, it stays off record. But I'm hoping that watching what I am doing and feeling the energy that is rising across the world for people who want to know what the heck happened on 9/10, that, you know, they will be brave and they will say, yeah, Charlie did the day before he died think that he was going to be killed, and maybe tell us, who is they? Well, for once and for all, who is they? Who is the they that he thought were going to kill him? I'm uncomfortable with the fact that despite all the friends that Charlie Kirk made, all the schmoozing that he did, presidents, right, department heads, I am the only person that is publicly demanding further investigation into his assassination. Why? It's totally rubbing me the wrong way. Something's not right here. Even Turning Point USA, they're just like, we've accepted. Obviously, there are holes in this narrative, and they're just like, we're gonna just keep up his show. What is going on? Actually, I'm just waiting for everybody to like join me. Where are Charlie's homies at? Why are you guys all silent? Something's not right. I know it's not right. Okay. We don't know now, but we know. You know, we don't know, but we know. And soon we're going to know. I believe that people within that company.
It was 32. 32. You're so lucky to have Donald. So it's not necessary. No camera. My husband just was not materialistic and to die free. It's the greatest victory. Yeah, okay. I have a message. This is very intense. Do you get OSHA? Gavin Newsom at all?
So I think this is a video. Yeah, this is a video right here. I just want to show y'all how many of these disgusting pieces of crap there is. I want you to just think about how many. It has to be at least 5,000. I don't know. Look how fast this thing is going. Like all these goddamn people are being paid off by alcohol. So it's like F you Kim, F you Mike, F you Brian, F you Troy, F you Randy, F you Keith, F you Bill, F you Ralph, F you Sheldon, F you Andrea, F you Cliff. See, these are the people that make it so difficult for the rest of us. Because it's not the other country, it's our own freaking people. And this bum right here is selling ass for $7,000. You bum. This man sold his ass, sold his soul, sold his booty hole to IHOP for $7,700. You bum. Chantel Brown, black woman, a sister. This broad sold her ass for $4.3 million. Shit is disgusting. F all of you. F you, Maria. F you, Scott.
We have.
It's just disgusting. But hopefully Candace will be back. Apparently, in her tweet, she said she's about to blow this whole thing open. But do I really want her to do this? The answer is no, because she's a woman. And we have to protect our women. Because the thing about it is, if she does, Candace Owens, if she does blow this whole thing open, it's a possibility that she won't be here anymore. And I don't want her to do that, because now we'll have two people dead. So I hope I'm just going to be real. I hope she stays quiet. I hope she has a change of heart. I hope her husband tells her, like, stop and just lets it go, because I don't want nothing to happen to Candace Owens. Where all the men at? You're looking at one. What are you talking about? Where are all the men at? Aren't you looking at a man? What are you talking about? Where are all the men at? I'm sitting right in front of you. I'm a man. Shout out to Angela Jordan. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Jesus can warn you about things. Do you think God just stopped talking? Why you got so tight when he mentioned JC? Oh, Jesus, I guess. His point was, if Charlie Kirk had such a close relationship with Jesus, he could have asked. It was his it was his opinion. Okay, and I had my opinion. So just like I judged Chris's opinion, you're judging my opinion. So who are you to judge my opinion by saying I judge Chris's opinion? So just like Chris has the right to his opinion, I have my right to my opinion. And Jesus ain't warning you about no damn woman. Your job is to warn yourself about a damn woman by using common sense. I think Jesus has more pressing issues than to be warning you about some damn woman that's in your face. My opinion. Jesus warning you about a damn woman. If you don't sit down somewhere. But y'all have a good rest of y'all night. And I will be back. But just so y'all know, I'm a little scared when I come back. But when there's more information that comes out, and of course, the Scooby-Doo mystery team, we are on it. We will be back with more information. Thank you, Mama Bear. I appreciate y'all. And before y'all go, buy my card games. There's 1,700 of you people watching. 1,700 of y'all did not buy my card game. So the link is in the chat. What's going on, Danks? The link is in the chat. Buy my card game. So I'm dropping a link in the chat right now. Make sure to buy my card game. And if you appreciate this live stream, if it was helpful, if it was eye-opening to you, drop a Cash App. Cash App is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's right here or right here. And it says $AARON 1000. AARON 1000. Drop a Cash App, buy me lunch. If you love me. If you appreciate me, drop a Cash App. That's the best way to show your appreciation. So I'm dropping a link to the Cash App in the chat. For a card game, drop a Cash App, support the channel, because there's a good possibility that this video is going to get demonetized. It is what it is. So before we go, make sure all hearts and all minds are together. And I'll play this. I agree, Zazus. Sometimes we have our own roles to play in what God wants. Totally agree.
Solution that will help every woman watching, regardless of age, regardless of background. See, in my 7 years of coaching, I just came up with a solution that will help every woman watching, regardless of age, regardless of background. See, in my 7 years of coaching women, the number one thing that I hear in my coaching sessions is her issue or tumultuous relationship with her mother. So what I've done is come out with a card game that will actually help mothers and daughters come back together. We have to get to the source of a woman's pain, her inadequacies, her insecurities, and heal that little girl inside of her before she goes out in the world as a woman. I call Like Mother, Like Daughter therapy in a box. Therapy in a box is 50 questions for the daughter to ask the mother, questions that you always wanted to ask. And it's also 50 questions for the mother to ask the daughter. But when you're able to ask the questions that you always wanted to ask to your mother without her getting upset.
And real quick, just click the blue link that I just dropped in the link in the chat. Just click it and see if it's something on the website that you would like. And if you buy more than one item, you'll get free shipping. I have a course that's literally a 5-day course that will help you let go of your dysfunctional attachment style. And it's only $14.99. Just buy the $14.99 course if you want to. I also have a book. I wrote a book called The Terrible Life of a Beautiful Woman. If you resonate with that, you know, beautiful women have somewhat worse lives than non-attractive women, hit the link and buy my book. Looks like a great card game. Yeah, Sandra, buy it. But if you buy 2 items, you'll get free shipping. So just all I'm asking you is to click the link and see if it's something on the website that you would like to purchase. The card games are only like $28, $29. So they're not expensive. But yeah, that's all I ask y'all. Click the link that is in the chat or click the link that is under this video and see if it's something that you want. That's all.
Without her pulling rank on you, the lines of communication are now open. When women are finally able to forgive their mother, relationships outside of the household would then blossom. Because for most women, there's a hurt little girl inside of her that never had an opportunity to be seen or heard. But all that stops when you buy my new Like Mother, Like Daughter card game. Order it now. The link is under this video. Click the link and let's start healing.
And somebody said y'all want to hear the song, so I'm about to play the song. Here's a song for y'all. Somebody said they want to hear the song. And for those who don't know, I wrote these lyrics. Let's go.
Mama, sit down, let's play this game. In these cards we heal our pain. Face to face we both explain. Maybe find our bond again. Years of anger lose their sting. We both said some hurtful things. Let these questions heal broken strings. Let this game and fractured wings. Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game. My inner child just wants to be seen. I forgive you, do you forgive me? The hurt, the neglect and disrespect, wounds can be healed in these 2 decks. Even though our past attempts have stalled, Mama, please just don't withdraw. Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game. My inner child just wants to be seen. I forgive you, do you forgive me? The hurt, the neglect and disrespect, wounds can be healed in these 2 decks. Even though our past attempts have stalled, Mama, please just don't withdraw. Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game. My inner child just wants to be seen. I forgive you, do you forgive me? Even though our past attempts have stalled, Mama, please just don't withdraw.
Always wanted from your mother? Time, acknowledgement, and apology? What if I told you that all of your answers are in this card game?
What was the biggest thing missing in your life growing up?
I would say I feel like you prioritized work over me a lot. My favorite question was, if you could parent me all over again, what would you change? This card game actually helped my marriage, and the questions showed me that I still had unresolved issues with my mom, and I was taking them out on my husband. This card game has a mother deck and a daughter deck, so we both have questions for each other. These are some good questions. If you don't do anything else, buy this card game. You won't regret it. Click the link below.